Duger will take the shot.
Holy mackerel! Oh my goodness!
There is action, there is fact. Some is good, some is bad. And the joke is rather sad that it's all just a little bit of history repeating.
Will we see more history tonight from the Northeast Conference? Championship week presented by 7-Up rolls on in Central Connecticut State out of hard-hitting New Britain. Taking on Monmouth, and the winner advances to the NCAA tournament and wanting a piece of Duke. Glad to have you with us, everybody. Reese Davis and Fran Fraschilla here. And Fran, some of the so-called big boys got underway this afternoon, and there was a thriller or a heartbreaker, depending on your perspective, in Conference USA. Marquette supposedly in the open bracket against TCU. Corey Santee out of Flint, Michigan. They hit clutch shots there, Fran. 2-point lead for the Horned Frogs. Travis Diener was brilliant. Gave it up to Davian Mason.
Oh, he lost his balance.
And Mason, who saved him with the three-point play against Louisville on Saturday, can't get it to go. Marquette's done as an at-large team, are they not?
Yes, they are. Hey, how about Marquette, Wisconsin, Milwaukee, and NIT?
Charlotte with a 30-point win over Tulane. The 49ers of Bobby Lutz move into the next round to take on another co-champion in Conference USA, UAB, in the second round. Virginia Tech gets a win in the Big East tournament before they head out to the ACC.
It's when it's time to say hello, they're about to say goodbye.
BC beats Georgetown, and it's time for us to say goodbye. Time to go to the Northeast Conference.
Welcome, everybody, to the land of Bruce Springsteen. We're in West Long Branch, New Jersey, along the shore for the NEC Championship. Championship week presented by 7-Up continues. And tonight we get a look at Central Connecticut State. The Blue Devils taking on the Monmouth Hawks. A couple of programs are used to being in this title game. Here's how they got there. Central Connecticut knocked off the 3-seed Fairleigh Dickinson. And boy, did they do that in an unusual manner. And Monmouth knocked off the 4-seed to get here. And you can see that Central Connecticut State won in 2000-2002. Our Star Watch, a couple of outstanding 6'7" front court performers.
They are the best paint players in the league. Robinson, the NEC Player of the Year. Blake Hamilton, the runner-up in the voting.
Dave Simpson, Bob Wenzel with you. Here along the shore in New Jersey as we look at Howie Dickerman, who played at Central Connecticut State. Longtime assistant at Connecticut from 82 to 96 with Jim Calhoun. Over his last 6 years, he's gone 109-60. This is the first time after a 5-year run that he didn't win 20 games. He's coaching at his alma mater, as is that man, Dave Calloway, an outstanding scorer during his career. And we are underway. Tom Lopes, Brian O'Connell, Bob Adams are the officials.
Dave, what we're going to see from Monmouth is a match-up zone defense, and then Central Connecticut will be man-to-man. Central Connecticut, the more athletic of the two teams. Monmouth running the Princeton offense when they get the ball.
Going to be a big contrast in styles here. As we get under 25 seconds on the shot clock, they go low. Robinson's going to get double-teamed all night. He knows that it's a matter of moving the ball. Foul line jumper, a little bit short. By Rich Pittman, and the rebound brought down by Blake Hamilton.
And the double teams, Dave, most frequently will be two big people on Robinson. There you see the man-to-man of the Blue Devils.
Here's Hamilton outside, guarded by Robinson. That's a marquee matchup. Jason Crail gets it out top to Hamilton. Shot clock at 13. Crail, senior from Point Pleasant, tried to dump it inside, turned it over, and then turned right back over. Rich Pittman could not control it. There's a look at Howie Dickerman's starting lineup. Wadike is a high percentage shooter, not a good free throw shooter. Robinson's their all-everything player. Keep an eye on him. Crail underneath, got the first points of the game.
Execution of special situations. Hallmark of Dave Calloway's teams. Out-of-bounds plays and of-game plays.
Central Connecticut, fourth in offense in the Northeast Conference.
Keep your eyes on number 15, Boxler, inside, Dave. He is going to jam up the middle, a 7-footer. His job is to double Robinson when he touches it.
Got a turnover, and here comes Monmouth as you check out Dave Calloway's starting lineup.
Dave uses a great number of players, Byfield and Hamilton, the two consistent players, one on the inside, one on the outside. They will play 10 players in the first 12 minutes of this game.
A lot of folks. Nice back door cut. That does look familiar. We're in New Jersey. That's that Princeton back door. Big influence there, used by the New Jersey Nets, Sacramento Kings, among others. Pete Carrill's influence continues to grow.
And of course, one of the Cinderellas this year, the Air Force Academy, with Joe Scott running that offense as well.
Dave Calloway played for Wayne Zucker as a longtime assistant to Pete Carrill at Princeton before he moved on to Columbia, then down here to Monmouth.
So far, they are playing behind and double teaming every time Robinson gets a touch.
And we've got Ryan O'Connell helping out. Bob Adams saw one thing, but that's the beauty of having 3 officials. They get that call correct.
Great environment here. Loud, hot, what you would expect in a championship game.
They get it down low. They go inside and get the score. Nicely done by Rich Pittman, averaging 10 points a game.
Well, Pittman's man is going to come off and double Robinson. He is going to be the guy who finds the lane.
Trail brought it all the way into the basket. Now they post up. And the lefty goes in strong and blows the shot, but he got fouled. Offensive. And Brian Boxler turns it over. Here's the 6'11" senior out of Durham, North Carolina, transfer from Appalachian State. It's a quick substitution. Russell Anderson makes his first appearance, number 45 for Monmouth.
Anderson in makes them considerably smaller, but a very good ball handler and shooter for a 6'7" player. Injured earlier, seems to be fine now.
Baseline drive, Robinson does a triple team, turns it over, and here comes Monmouth. Crowell filling the lane is Hamilton. They can't find it. It was stuck. It's almost like a hockey play where the puck got stuck between their skates.
These teams split during the regular season, each winning on their home court. Monmouth 12-0 in league play in this building. So you earn the #1 seed, you get an advantage for the championship game.
The thing that's great about these small conferences, Hamilton loses his footing. There's Anderson going in, tough shot, got it to go. Russell Anderson averaging just under 5 a game on 43% shooting, 6'2" Monmouth.
Anderson did not play last year, had hip surgery, missed a few games this year with a bothersome hip. Didn't seem to bother him on that one.
Got his hip fixed up by the same doctor that worked on Mario Lemieux, the Pittsburgh Penguins. Down low. Radike misses that one. He ran over Russ Anderson, and will keep it right here. Both teams coming in, playing some good basketball. Central Connecticut State winners of 9 of the last 12. Monmouth 8 of their last 11.
Both teams want to get good shots. Monmouth very good at getting high percentage shots. Central Connecticut, when they have difficulty getting good shots, they get it up on the glass and they use their athleticism to crash the boards.
Ojika, runner off the glass, no good. Rebound, Blake Hamilton. Monmouth with the ball up 4. Get to Krell. High field now, Hamilton going right at Robinson, and he scores. He took it right to him. Very impressive performance by Hamilton on that one. 8-2 start.
The value of a high post man who can put the ball on the floor.
Johnny Jefferson, here's from Ojika. Here's Robinson stepping outside. Can't get it. Put back. Oh, it's blown inside by Ojika. Taken down by Anderson. Quickly up court. Krell's got it. Anderson, 3-ball, a little bit short. Put back, no good. They keep it alive. Hamilton had his hands on it. But here comes Central. Radike setting up Jefferson.
Championship games, intensity in the first 5 minutes, very, very high. Adrenaline flowing. Fatigue happens at the 5-minute mark, and then players get their second win. They are feeling it right now.
For Connecticut State, #1 in field goal shooting in the Northeast Conference, just under 47%, while Monmouth, #2 to Wagner field goal defense. There's a rebound by Anderson.
In terms of depth, advantage for Monmouth.
Azzarelli in the back cut. And a 10-2 start by Monmouth. You got timeout, Central Connecticut State. A great start. Monmouth shooting 5 for 7. Central Connecticut 1 of 7 from the field.
Quality shots from the Princeton offense. Backdoor plays and cuts to the basket. Notice, no big guys around the basket because the big man is on the high post. Watch it from a different angle. Nobody around the basket, the backdoor play. A beautiful thing to perceive in basketball.
How do you stop that now?
You stay between your man and the basket when you are guarding him. When he makes his cut to the basket, you bump him. That's the only way to deny it.
Every time I see these back cuts, I think of Princeton knocking off UCLA, I believe, in '96.
Yes, a double backdoor play.
That's right, ran the same one. First one was stopped, and then Gabe Gabe Llewellyn. Now I remember. Gabe Llewellyn with the backdoor cut on one of the O'Bannon brothers.
That's right.
Got the layup to beat UCLA, the defending champions in '96.
And there is the advantage of being at home. 12-0 at home this year, Dave Calloway's Monmouth Hawks. And they deserve this game to be on their court because they were the #1 seed in the tournament.
How about Calloway? 16 years. He's in his 7th title game. He's 2-4. 1-0 at home, 1-0 neutral, 0-4 on the road. But just the fact that, like you said, this being home.
16, that's player and coach.
Yes, sir.
And assistant coach.
And assistant coach.
Right. Wow.
Pretty good record. Robinson double team through the hands. Central gets it right back. The lefty fadeaway is good. That's Rich Pittman.
Pittman twice has taken advantage of the double team on his partner Robinson. He has found the open area and scored 2 baskets that way. They are the only baskets that they have.
Azzarelli hands off to Jason Crowell to Anderson and working around the perimeter. Byfield, they go up top to Hamilton, let him operate on Robinson. Steps in. Fingerwell's good. He's got 4.
Perfect balance, Dave, between backdoor plays and then a one-on-one play by your best player from the top of the key. Notice how there was no help on that particular play.
You got the #1 defensive team in the NEC, and now they have an 8-point lead, looking for more. They got numbers, and the rebound is taken down by Pittman. Back comes Central Connecticut. Mojica, that's a 3-ball, a little long. Crowell had it, knocked it out of bounds. Fast-paced game, 13-28. We played almost 7 minutes. Hamilton, runner-up, goes right at the player there and sticks it right in his grill.
They did it!
The NCAA Women's Basketball Championship begins March 20th.
I'm driving up to the game tonight to give away a free can of refreshing 7-Up and $1 million for anyone who can slam dunk on our 7-Up hoop.
All cars have headlights to illuminate the road ahead, but Lexus has developed a headlight that actually rotates up to 15 degrees to reveal what's around the bend before you get to the bend. What kind of a difference can 15 degrees make? A very noticeable one.
It's NCAA March Madness.
And Papa John's is part of the action.
Now get a limited edition basketball and any 2-liter of Coca-Cola for just $5.99 when you buy any large Papa John's specialty pizza for just $10.99.
That's a slam dunk.
Rated R. Starts March 19th.
ESPN2's exclusive presentation of Championship Week is presented by 7-Up and your local 7-Up bottler. Make 7-Up yours. And in part by Lexus and their passionate pursuit of perfection.
Welcome back, everybody. Monmouth out to a big lead here, 12-4 in early going, along with Bob Wenzel. I'm Dave Sims. The best shooting team in the conference is struggling mightily to get this game underway here.
And 5 guys have scored already for Monmouth. The Princeton offense working perfectly, and the double teaming on Robinson very effective so far.
Central Connecticut, boy, I tell you what, they count their blessings on being here. This in the conference quarters. Look at this against Fairleigh Dickinson, and Justin Chiara hits a big triple to force it into overtime, and in overtime, Central Connecticut outscores FPU 8-5 to get here to this game. That was in the semifinals, and that was a heck of a win.
Oh, unbelievable play. Those are the plays you work on in practice and pray that they work when it comes to game time.
That's exactly what had happened. They just coincidentally had just worked on that a couple, 3 days beforehand. Here's Chiara with a big bump, can't get it up and over the top.
Monmouth very proud of their defense. You mentioned Central Connecticut, a good offensive team, but Monmouth very, very strong defensively and have always been since Dave Calloway has been the coach here. A mix-up of matchup kind of zone and man-to-man principles. They also play good defense because they wear you out at this end, and you're fatigued when you're playing them at the other end of the floor.
And I tell you what, most of that's probably mental fatigue, having to play, what, 30 seconds on that clock, right?
Amen. And you have to guard a lot of different things. You don't just guard a dribble. You don't just guard a guy off the ball. It's like 4 guards and a high post player for them.
Hamilton just picked up a foul, and that's his first. Dave Calloway wasn't kidding. He brings a lot of folks in. Tom Kaplan's in number 5.
Boxler comes back in to give them added strength in the paint.
Chris Kenny's in the game as well. He's number 45.
Boxler plays a zone by himself. Everybody else playing man-to-man. He stays close to the basket, ready to double team at all times. Number 15 in your screen in the lane.
How about this attacking man-to-man defense? Tough baseline shot. Won't go. Keep it alive. And we got a whistle on the play coming over the top. Shot by DeMario Anderson wouldn't drop. And the foul goes against Central Connecticut.
Boxler transferred from Appalachian State here to play 1 season, played 3 years at Appalachian State, and really has done a very solid job. Not a great statistic person, but really clogs the middle.
Been injured a lot. Very skilled, said Dave Calloway, and here's a turnover. Robinson's going to lead it out. Central. And they set up Chiara. And he can't get that. Tip is good. Oh, my goodness gracious. Mario Anderson. Wow, nobody got a body on him. His first bucket. And it's a 12-6 ball game.
That possession is instructive. Central Connecticut much better in transition than they are 5-on-5 in the half court. First possession of zone for the Blue Devils, 1-3-1 variety. Shots should come from the corner.
And the big guy, down low, boxing. Corner jump, in and out. Tough break for Tom Kaplan. Chiara back quickly. Robinson will tee it up from the baseline, and he hits. Well, only a matter of time. He got up to a sluggish start. His first bucket. Robinson averaging 18 points a game.
Right, Dave, and almost 10 rebounds again. Second leading scorer and second leading rebounder in the league. But notice how he's drifting to the perimeter to get his shots.
Good to go. Tyler Azzarelli out of Tampa, Florida. He's got 5. 15-8. Monmouth on top of Central Connecticut State.
Azzarelli is a guy who only scores 3 a game. He's got 5. His grade point average is higher than point per game average. He's a 4.0 student and averages 3.4 points a game.
Lefty Pittman missed and then out of bounds on Robinson. Take a timeout, 10:54 to go here in the first half, 15-8. Tell you what, if you don't box out, this is what happens. Back with more in a moment.
Any driver can recognize their own car. But how many cars can recognize their driver? Smart key technology from Lexus.
How old do you have to be to run away from home? 8? 68? Somewhere in between? What would you take with you? And where would you go if you could go anywhere? We have a lot of places to explore out there. The kind of places that require a map and a friend. There are over 4 million miles of roads in Alamo country, and with values like this, they're easy to explore. Alamo, the official rental car of the American vacation.
Hey, Randy, I need an ink cartridge.
We all have needs, Julie.
It's got sprinkles. Thanks.
Legal pads.
Can I get some pens?
I need some file folders. Half a Danish, half a folder.
Say, Randy, I went to Staples.
Staples, Randy.
It was easy, Randy.
Very easy.
What do you want from me?
Cream puff.
You monster.
Staples. That was easy.
Reese Davis with you, Madison Square Garden in the Big East first round. West Virginia and Notre Dame, Fighting Irish, have won 3 in a row. They need to get to that game against UConn in the next round to help their tournament resume. Chris Thomas hits the long one. Irish up by 4.
All right, Reese, thank you. Right down the road in New Jersey. We're in West Long Branch, New Jersey for the Northeast Conference Championship. Championship week presented by 7-Up continues. Dave Sims and Bob Wenzel with you. Title game, Central Connecticut State against Monmouth University. Azzarelli gets it across.
If you deny on the wings, you will get beat backdoor. We've seen 2 of them already in this game. Very patient in the half court are the Hawks.
Chris Kenny gets it inside the box there. Outside to Azzarelli. Shot clock at 10.
This is where they have trouble.
Chaplin. Azzarelli at 6. He's in trouble. Gets the shot up and in. Oh, my goodness.
The force is with them at home.
He's got 7.
Averages only 3 a game. We're only in the first half.
I like Central Connecticut State because his season high is 10 on the road at Central. Up top, Robinson feeling it. Nothing but net on that one. 17-10. He's got 4 points.
He's displaying his versatility. Normally a guy in the paint, Dave, gets all his touches in there. They've doubled him in there. He hasn't been able to get anything, so he's moving to the perimeter to get his shots.
Smart. There's another backdoor cut. Azzarelli. Boy, made that look easy. He just embarrassed Anderson on that one. Azzarelli's got 9. He's 1 away from a season high.
David, it's very difficult for a point guard to guard another point guard in this offense. As a point guard, you're usually used to guarding your guy on the perimeter, not moving without the ball.
Championship week presented by 7-Up continues later on tonight with games on ESPN and ESPN2. On ESPN at 9 Eastern, Villanova takes on Seton Hall in the first round of the Big East Championship. And following the conclusion of this game here on ESPN2, Northern Arizona and Eastern Washington meet in the Big Sky Championship. Championship week presented by 7-Up on ESPN and ESPN2. For more information, log on to ESPN.com. Back comes Monmouth. Chris Kenny with it. Down low to Boxler. Runner, finger roll, left it short.
Quality shots are being gotten by the Hawks every possession.
Robinson went right by Boxler, who's playing with a foul, and now Robinson heating up with 6. 7 points, the deficit now for Central Connecticut.
I mentioned earlier they are better in transition than in the half court, and that's where they're scoring their points now.
Turnover. Robinson with the steal.
They need to go ahead and make a play right here.
Robinson lost. They got too cute. Bailed out. DK came away with it, but the possession arrow will return the ball to Monmouth.
Well, Dave Calloway has to be very, very happy right here. Substituting more players in the game right now. Fatigue will become a factor in this game. Hamilton's been on the bench for about 4 minutes. He comes back totally refreshed and ready to go one-on-one from the high post. Robinson not out during that time. More difficult to play him.
Hamilton just barely held on to his pivot foot there. There's Byfield at the controls.
Byfield has been absent in action. He's their second leading scorer.
Kaplan forcing the action, and Rodike picks up the foul. That'll be his first. Well, how good are these ball clubs? Familiar faces in the last 4 years. Last year, Wagner, in a delightful game, knocked off St. Francis of New York. Good game at Wagner last year. Congratulations to Ronnie Ganlin. The coach of St. Francis was the NEC Coach of the Year this season. Here's Hamilton, nice spin, delivers, no, kept alive. And look at this, they kick it back out, and Kaplan will get things started again. Good job by Marcus Alston, number 23. Chris Kenny looking for room, pull up in the lane, no go, Robinson rebound. Been all Monmouth.
Central Connecticut has weathered the early storm, though. They're back in the game, only down 7. They're getting a lot more fast break baskets, feeling a lot more comfortable now that the sweat is broken.
Our under 8 timeout, Howie Dickerman's club getting itself back into the game, trailing by 7 as we continue with championship week.
All cars have headlights to illuminate the road ahead, but Lexus has developed a headlight that actually rotates up to 15 degrees to reveal what's around the bend before you get to the bend. What kind of a difference can 15 degrees make? A very noticeable one.
Don't even think of making your picks without watching ESPN on Selection Sunday. Chris, Digger.
That team will play a lot of zone.
Dickie V.
If he gets a moment to shoot the ball, it's automatic.
And the rest of the gang break it all down. You've waited all season.
Hooray, hooray, hooray.
Now, don't miss the most important show before the big dance begins.
I love this action. I'm going for it.
Bracketology, NCAA Men's Selection Special presented by Staples. Sunday at 7 on ESPN.
So you want to watch a DirecTV pay-per-view movie or event, but you aren't sure how to order. That's okay. Let me introduce myself. I'm the Select or Buy button on your remote control. Hey, how you doing? If your receiver's connected to a phone line, you can go to the 100s, choose your program, and then press me, moi, to buy and confirm your order, okay? It's also okay to order online, or you can also use the phone. No matter how you order, it's all okay. Tune to Channel 100 for round-the-clock pay-per-view previews. Whew. DirecTV pay-per-view. Feel the joy, okay?
Conference USA tournament, Cincinnati, East Carolina, and Louisville. And the Pirates have it going with Corey Roos. The Roos is on fire. The Cardinals with a 1-point lead. Not much scoring going on about halfway through the first half.
Thank you very much. We got somebody going to be trying out for KISS down the road. Guitarist with the eye makeup. Nice pass. Down low. Blew the layup. They keep it alive. Wadike's got it. He got hammered.
Aggressiveness on the board, the calling card of these Blue Devils. The ones in Durham are like that also. And right here, Wadike will go to the line. Very strong, physical. Led the Northeast Conference in offensive rebounds this year as a 6'4" freshman. But from the line, he is an adventure. Only 44% for the year.
And Howie Dickerman will tell you that's an adventure. You have an interesting theory on the fact that he's shooting so poorly and what you would do were you in his position.
I don't think he should practice, because what happens is he's just practicing missing all the time. Clear his head a little bit. I know that's a strange sort of view. You want to practice as much as you can usually, but it's an emotional letdown. Big play right here, Dave. Hamilton has got 2 fouls. The leading scorer for Monmouth. 2 fouls already with 7:20 to 1 to go in the first half.
DK got 1 out of 2. That's a positive. Good ball game going on here as we continue championship week, presented by 7-Up, the Northeast Conference Championship game. Central Connecticut State against Monmouth. Central Connecticut State in blue, Monmouth in white. Area your shooting total. Central Connecticut got off to a brutal start, but now very much back in this game, trailing only by 6. Kept alive and taken down by Chiera. Here's Central Connecticut. Robinson with a step, goes off, reverse is good. Ron Robinson, he's got 8 points.
All his baskets in transition. A very quick 6'7" player.
Player of the year in the Northeast Conference.
Oddly enough for Monmouth, Tyler Azzarelli scoring so many points early in this game is not what they are accustomed to. Byfield not much scoring at all in this game. He's their second leading scorer.
How about Chiera? Look out. Stand by. Ron Robinson. Chiera made that happen. Give him credit. Robinson with 10. It's a 2-point game.
This is the best game these two teams have played. Early, they split games, and one blew the other out each time.
Jackie Dellett's nothing doing. Pittman rebounds. Central Connecticut on a 7-0 run. They got off to a miserable start from the field. Now they're right back in this game, trailing by 2 under 6 to play.
And Monmouth with only 2 starters in the game, Boxler and Byfield. The other 3 players, bench players, substitutes.
Robinson was open on the flash up top, but he didn't give it to him.